I'm so amped right now. I'll tell you exactly why. It's because I've been eating so much fruit today. I just finished off this pound of dates. Earlier I had a couple liters full of this that was just all water, bananas, and dates. I have salad. The day before today I had a big salad and just tons of bananas and dates and apples. It really works when you eat whole plants and you get enough just pure energy foods that digest really easily and really quickly. You'll get so amped and there's just, nothing left over after you digest it. As I'm displaying to you. There's just nothing left over after you digest it. When you eat animal products, there's so much left over. Maybe I'm not being like scientific and objective enough for you, but just it's intuitive. If you eat a really just, gooey, fruity, hydrating food, it just energizes you, it gives you nutrients, and then it leaves, there's nothing else left. Fats are fats. What fat does in your body is it stores as fat. Yeah, there's definitely some healthy nutrients in fatty foods, but if you eat a lot of them, they're going to accumulate on you because that's what fat is. Sugar from fruits is not like that. Sugar is just energy that burns. Fat is an energy storage device on your body. It's not helpful. I was about to sit down and trying to help a family member who is kind of confused about sugar, and she's trying not to eat too much sugar because of this video by Robert Lustig, The Bitter Truth. It's a hugely popular video, and it is just so full of paradox, I can't even wrap my mind around it. I'll just address a couple of the absolute crap ideas that are in that video. First thing, he has an intro and he starts talking about how a calorie is not a calorie, and then within a minute he's talking about how a can of soda, the amount of calories in a can of soda equal a certain amount of weight that you put on. And he starts counting the calories and saying, this is how many pounds you gain when you will drink a soda. It's like, wait a second, which one is it? The dude is like, he's doing science, and I think that he is trying to figure out the truth, but he's not finding it. He's trying to theorize everything. And he supposedly understands exactly what happens when you eat sugar. And he has all these different chemical reactions that he goes through. Dude, why does it matter what your theory is when you look at the people who are eating a high sugar diet that is whole food? Look at those people. They're the leanest people. Your theory doesn't work except with people who are really unhealthy. People who are also eating lots of fat and lots of animal products. He actually suggests, he's proud of the fact that at his clinic he actually suggests to kids that instead of drinking fruit juice, they should drink milk. He's proud of that. He thinks that he's like saving the world with that. That is just red flag city. He does not address what happens when fat is in your bloodstream and all the theories about that. All he says is that he only addresses all the theories that say sugar is bad and just addresses nothing about fat. But he does say this. He very, very clearly promotes a high-fat diet. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He talks about how fruit. So he kind of says, okay, well, fruit is okay because there's fiber, and where God made the poison, fructose being the poison, as he calls it, what a joke. He says fructose is the same as alcohol. What a joke. Have you ever drank alcohol before? Have you ever drank orange juice before, it's not the same thing. That's just total ridiculousness. But anyway, he says, okay, fruit's okay because it has fiber, so it digests slower in your digestive system. But you know what happens when carbohydrates digest slowly in your digestive system? And then he makes some joke. He says, in life I see two choices, either fat or fart. And he goes, And of course everyone's laughing because they're friggin' clueless about a high sugar diet. Okay, if that was true, if fruit made you fart, I would be a toxic gas machine 24/7 because I eat so much fruit. I keep track of it, and I'll tell you exactly how much fruit that I've been eating over the past 3 or 4 days here, just so I don't bore you. Okay, yesterday I had 10 apples, about 15 bananas, about 1.5 pounds of dates, 3 or 4 tomatoes, 8 stalks of, about a head of celery. I had some coconut water. Okay, a cucumber. Okay, day before that, 8 persimmons, 8 or 10 apples, 10 bananas, a pound of dates, carrots, celery, corn, tomatoes, parsley. Let's see, 5 apples, 10 apples this day, 10 bananas, 1.5 pounds of dates. Okay, you get the point. I could go on. But okay, if he really knows what he's talking about, I would just be constantly farting. Like I would be farting right now. You can ask the beautiful woman that lives with me and spends her time with me. There's no farting going on, okay? It's, I used to fart. See, that's the funny thing, is like people say these bad effects happen from sugar and fruit and all, and like not having enough fat, enough protein. Look, when I used to eat animal products, when I used to eat low sugar, when I used to eat fat, that's when I was farting all the time. And having stinky farts. It's just ridiculous that people have these theories and they just go with it and they say, oh, well, that's science, so I'm going to do it. Who cares about the science? Go with what works for your body. What works for your body, and the whole idea that, some things work different for other people, some things... No, just forget it. You're just kind of ignoring it. You're just ignoring my body. You're ignoring the thousands, the tens of thousands on 30 bananas a day. You're ignoring the older people who are eating this way, like Doug Graham. Look at his body. He's way more in shape than you are. It's incredible. Who cares what sort of theory Lustig has come up with? Look at how Lustig looks. It's ridiculous that anyone listens to him about weight loss. I wish I understood how to lose weight. Hey, Mr. Fat Man, could you tell me how to lose weight? Oh yes, I have these theories for you. What are you thinking? That's not how life works. That's, it's a bad idea. Turn him off. If you want to be in like a weight loss, healthy vibration, ignore people who are huge, and who just like make up all kinds of theories. If you want to be on a healthy vibration, then ignore the people who are telling kids to drink milk instead of orange juice. Just like, I'm not saying close your mind. I'm saying just get on the right vibe. It's, there's nothing like close-minded about it. Like if you don't want to like smoke cigarettes, don't be open-minded and hang around with lots of cigarette smokers all the time. Okay? just get it out of your life, okay? That's really the advice. That's about my video. I'm feeling like ridiculously amped up. So there is some questions that a friend was asking me. She was asking, how do I get lean? How do I get thin? How do I do it? I want to do it. And I'll tell you exactly what I told her. I said, get up in the morning and drink lots of water. Do some exercise, then eat tons of fruit, okay? A little later, drink a lot more water, and then eat a ton more fruit, okay? Then a little while later, drink more water and eat a ton more fruit. And at night, have a salad. That's basically what you do. That's how you get healthy. That's how you work towards getting lean. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. If you want to speed it up, you got to exercise a lot. If you want to have like a model body, you got to exercise. You can't just eat like a lot of fruit and then just all of a sudden look like, Victoria's Secret. You have to exercise a lot to do that. And it's kind of interesting. You can really eat almost anything you want and get your body in that shape if you do the right exercise. But it's way easier. Way easier. Stop making it hard for yourself, animal products people. If you want to cut up your body and get lean and get good looking, stop making it hard for yourself. It's so easy if you're eating like a whole fresh fruit and vegetable based diet with tons of fruit. Do you hear what I just described? And I haven't been exercising. And I still eat that much because it's just good. It makes you energized so you can just do whatever you want anytime. I just walk around, visit friends, make videos, hang out. Because I have tons of energy. I can just do anything I want. And fruit sugar burns. It does not ever make you fat. It doesn't do that, Get your body active. In those days, I also tracked exercise. Did maybe 20 minutes of yoga and walked for 3 or 4 miles. Just because I walk around the city and do errands because I don't have a car. That's all. And this is what happens. I just got my Vibrams in the mail today, shipped to me, so I'm gonna start running again because what I'm thinking, this is how I look right now. But what I'm thinking is, I'm psyched to get good looking again. That's what I'm thinking. I got my Vibrams coming. I got a door frame pull-up bar that's coming. I am just about to get back into it, You can watch some of my earlier videos where you see maybe I look a little different. I don't know. I might be a little crazy. Everyone is their own worst critic. So I was telling my friend these ideas for how to get thin, and so she sent me a picture eventually because we were going back and forth, and I looked at her and I was like, "Are you serious? You look so thin and just perfect," because this is just a person that I know from online. So it's incredible that she's like, "How do I do it? How do I do it?" And then I look at her and I was like, "You're so thin. What do you want?" And it's just. And I do the same thing, and everyone does the same thing. We look at ourselves and we just think we're not good enough. Because we look and we see, why don't I look like a model? It's because models devote their lives to being good looking, or a lot of them. So don't worry about it. And also, the fact is she kind of did look like a model, this girl. And so it's incredible, even those kind of people are thinking that that something is wrong with them. Look, a normal human body, it's just, if you look at people posing in magazines or people in movies, they shoot these shots and have people in the right positions with the right lighting so that they look perfect. And I'm doing that right now with the light coming right in on me. I'm conscious of my posture. If I want to, I can go like this, and it's like, oh, I look terrible right now. Or I can go like this. It's the same body, though. It's the same body. Focus on just being well, you know, and eventually you'll it's pretty easy to get a good-looking body. My intention originally, when I started eating this way, I just wanted to, like, you know, see what it would be like to, like, you know, get all ripped and stuff. Now, though, I don't even have to try doing that anymore. It's like no longer part of my life because it's just a daily thing. So I don't even think about it. And once I got there, now I understand that it's what it's all about, which is just feeling good. Because I can eat, you know, as long as I stay vegan, this is my experience, as long as I stay vegan, I'm going to stay pretty thin. As long as I stay vegan and just do moderate exercise, I'm going to stay pretty damn good looking. It's pretty easy. Maybe as I grow older it'll get harder, but it's pretty damn easy, okay? As soon as I introduce animal products, it gets very difficult. But look, so really if I wanted to like be good looking, like I said, all I really have to do is just be vegan, do moderate exercise. I can do anything else I want. Smoke weed, snort cocaine, you know, eat whatever vegan thing I want, you know, just anything. And I'll still, you know, I can still manage to be pretty good looking. But it doesn't matter unless I feel good. And that's kind of what I realized after a while, after my original intention of changing the way my body appeared. And then I changed it. And now I'm just like, okay, well, what do I do now? Now I try to learn how to feel good. And how do you feel good? You eat lots of fruit, man. Lots of nice, whole plant, carbohydrate-rich foods. Because every food has fat, every food has protein. If it's a whole vegan food. There's no such thing as a no-fat diet. There's no such thing as a no-sugar diet. If you're eating whole plant foods. Which I don't think anyone can really argue you know, are not part of a healthy diet. In fact, they make up, like, more or less my entire diet. Not everything is whole. And another thing I was telling this friend of mine, and, you know, something that I practice myself, is, you know, well, I was really living in fear about cooked foods for years. Because I found, you know, I heard about raw food, and I was like, oh, that's what I need to do, is be raw. But then, what happens when I end up eating cooked food then, though? Then I feel terrible. And it's like, and if I don't eat cooked food on a raw food diet, there comes the time when I'm just finding myself all just curled up in a ball and just like crying and just being like, why is this so hard? Just make it easy on yourself. And like, you know, delve into cooked foods. It's okay. It's cool. But just, you know, keeping it low fat is just so clutch. It's just so clutch. Eat fruit to get healthy and get more and more well. And if all of a sudden you hit a wall and you're thinking, oh my God, I can't be raw anymore. Yeah, you're right. You can't because you didn't eat enough fruit. And, you know, it happens. It's not easy. We need so much energy, and we've been conditioned. We have been conditioned to think that it's good to eat less food. It's sad. Eat abundantly. Eat as much as you want. But find the foods that make you feel well and eat those as much as you want. Not, you know, limit the other things. This is just, you know, a lifestyle of just freedom. It's awesome. I love it. I think that's enough for today. I'll see you very soon. I already have a couple videos on my computer that I'm working on to upload. I'll get those to you. I have some ideas about persimmons, which are ripe right now. Eat persimmons. Persimmons are awesome. Eat them when they're super gooey. If you get them and they're hard, put them in a paper bag with some bananas or maybe pears and apples. Those fruits let off an ethylene gas that ripens other fruit around it. Commercial growers will spray their fruits, will pick their fruit super early and spray it with ethylene gas to make it ripen. Do it, so the point being, if you want riper fruit, store it with some bananas or apples or pears. Turn your persimmons into mush. They're way better that way. I had a really cool breakfast this morning. I just had these just goo persimmons. And I just put it in a bowl and just mixed it up until it was just persimmon soup. So delicious and just so cleansing and so energizing. Please subscribe to my videos because I can't stop making them, and I really enjoy doing this. Please share this video with your friends. It's going to be very helpful, and I really think that we can change the world. We can really end like some of the craziness. We can change the economy by eating this way. We can change the drug and war and machine economy by eating this way. Yeah, no, of course, you need big trucks to carry fruit. You do, and you need computers to run supermarkets. You do, but it's all good. We just have to put the brakes on a little bit. Look at the supermarket. It's 90% packages. We don't need any of that. That's so many extra factories that we need. Now we need a plastic bag factory. We need a cardboard box factory. We need all these animal processing plant factories. It's so sad. We need so much production to go into these these packages. Get your food get the non-packaged food, and you change the economy. You reduce the demand for factories. You reduce the demand for producing and mining resources from the earth. Okay, I could go on all day, but I really need to get to the sugar, the bitter truth response from my family member, because she needs some help, and I'm gonna help her out. So, yes, please subscribe to my videos, share this video so we can change the economy together and get well together. I would rather live in a world where I'm just walking around and everyone is healthy and has a smile on their face. And I think that we can build that. If it takes one person at a time, if it takes one single lifetime at a time, it still is a very worthy effort and goal. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm doing. Thumbs up. Let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling. Give me some comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see you very soon. Peace.